Well, it started a few years ago, kind of went off track of where I was supposed to be. I was in college, lost sight of what I was supposed to be doing, hung out with the wrong group, started selling drugs.
Christian wasn't a big drug user. He doesn't have a substance abuse problem. In fact, Christian basically got hooked on the fast life, making quick money.
I was selling cocaine. I was selling prescription pills.
You could say he became addicted to adrenaline.
I'd have an abuse problem, but it may not be substances, you know. I'm kind of the other, I consider myself the other side of the hill in that world, addicted to the fast life. Why do I get the rush that someone that is addicted to drugs is getting when I'm selling the drugs, you know? It's an adrenaline rush. At any point you can get caught. So in my eyes, the way I look at it is I was completely opposite than a user, but I was in the same world as them, and I was no better or no different than someone using the drugs, because I was just addicted to going and getting more and selling more.
He was arrested a handful of times, but the last time in 2014, he was charged with possession with intent to deliver, a first-degree felony that could land you anywhere from 5 to 99 years in prison. Christian was given a second chance and placed on 5 years probation, but he blew it. He absconded, and when they found him a few years later, they threw him in jail.
And I've never been to jail before ever, so I got a lot of time to sit down and go, whoa, this actually hurts. You know, this is not what I want to do.
In jail, he was given another opportunity to change his life, but it involved going straight to CSCD's Residential Treatment Center called YMAC, Young Men About Change.
So coming here and beginning this program and going through it and seeing what's happening, I think it is giving me the right tools to apply to some of these areas in my life and slow me down enough to someone to put this in my face and say, hey man, this is what may be the root of the problem. So that's my biggest thing is, you know, even when I was selling drugs, there was a lot of times when I looked at it and I said, man, why? You know, I have a girlfriend, I have a good life out there, I could have one, I could go back to college, but why am I stuck doing this? And that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of here.
Unlike some here at YMAC, Christian came from a good home. He is the oldest of 6 siblings and says he was the only troublemaker in the family.
We're here for a change, so to change, I believe you have to break down and then be built up. So the breaking down process is hard. You know, like I said, I've been doing this on my own a little bit longer than a lot of the people here because I've been incarcerated. So, but it's good. As hard as it is, if you have the positive outlook, it'll work. Which, like I said, you're not going to get that from everyone. You're going to bump heads here. There's 60 different personalities that you're surrounded with, but everything can be taken in a positive aspect too, because now you know how to deal with 60 different people. Now you know when you get to the world, when those stresses, right. If you have a boss,
you can say, see you later, I'm going on.
Yeah, trust me, I've dealt with worse. I've dealt with people more mad at me than, you know, me for cutting you off or whatever it is. So it is difficult, but I mean, there's a lot worse.
Christian has big plans for when he gets out of here. He says he will move to Louisiana, a place he was born.
So I want to start a seafood distribution business where I have a family that owns farming, crawfish farming. I know shrimpers, things like that. So be able to buy wholesale and sell to restaurants here.
A different kind of sales than what he's used to.